I never thought I'd be sitting here alone at 27, wondering where it all went wrong. Madison. And apparently I'm terrible at relationships. Not my fault, though. Derek was just too rigid. Too judgmental? Couldn't handle a modern dating situation? We met through a dating app about a year ago. He worked as some kind of warehouse manager. I was in sales. He seemed stable, reliable, and honestly, I thought he'd be easy to manage. Another big mistake. The first few months were great. He paid for everything, bought me nice things, and didn't complain much when I wanted to go out with my friends. But then he started getting serious too fast, talking about exclusivity, meeting his family, planning trips, like, slow down, buddy, we're just having fun here. Meanwhile, I was killing it at my job, got a promotion, more commission opportunities. Did he congratulate me? Once, with a text. Meanwhile, I had to pretend to be interested in his boring work stories. Double standards much. I kept seeing other people for the first month we were dating. It's not like we were exclusive. He never asked me to be. I was just keeping my options open, seeing who was out there. Totally normal behavior in today's dating world. Derek would take me to dinner. I'd go home and text with other guys. What's the big deal? Things got more serious with Derek around the 2-month mark. He started staying over more. Leaving things at my place. Talking about the future. That's when I stopped seeing other people. I thought he'd be happy about that. But when I finally told him the truth months later, he completely lost it. The night it all happened, we were cooking dinner at my place. I brought up moving in together, which seemed like the natural next step. He got all weird and quiet. So I tested the waters with the Michelle story. Michelle's this friend of mine who was still seeing her ex when she first started dating her current boyfriend. When he found out, he dumped her immediately. I think he overreacted, I said, watching Derek's reaction. It was just the first couple weeks, and they weren't even official. Derek stopped chopping vegetables. If I found out you were still seeing other people when we first started dating, I'd be gone too. I laughed. That's dramatic. It's not like I cheated. We weren't exclusive. The timing doesn't matter, he said. It's about respect. If I'm taking you out, planning dates, investing time and getting to know you, I expect you're not going home to someone else afterward. I stared at him. He was serious. This was going to be a problem. I need to tell you something, I said, deciding to rip off the bandage. But please don't freak out. His face went still. What? When we first started dating, I was still seeing other people, including my ex. It was just the first month or so. You hadn't asked me to be exclusive, and I didn't know where things were going. Derek just stood there, silent. I could see the wheels turning in his head. I feel like that's a technicality, I finally said when he didn't speak. It's not a technicality, he said, his voice tight. It's a matter of respect and honesty. We were just getting to know each other. I defended myself. It's not like I cheated. You never asked me to be exclusive. Yeah, but I wasn't sleeping around. He said, when I date someone seriously, even early on, I shut other doors down. I focus on that person. I shrugged. Well, not everyone thinks like that. I was just keeping my options open. He looked like he was going to be sick. When did you stop? I think it was like a month in, right around when you started staying the night more. Derek put down the knife. So all those dates, all those nights we talked until morning. You were potentially seeing other people too. I didn't think it was a big deal, I said, starting to get annoyed. We weren't exclusive. That's not the point, he said. The point is that I was investing in something real, and you were treating it like it was casual. I didn't know it was going to be real. I raised my voice. I was protecting myself. What if you ghosted me? What if you were just like every other guy? So you decided to be like every other girl instead, he shot back. I wasn't being like every other girl. I was being careful. By lying by omission? He asked. By letting me believe we were on the same page? I didn't lie. I insisted. You never asked. You know, that's not how this works, he said, grabbing his jacket. You know, that's not how honesty works. Where are you going? I asked, panic rising in my chest. I'm done, he said. I can't do this. You're breaking up with me because of something that happened months ago. Something that wasn't even wrong. I couldn't believe it. It was wrong, he said. It was dishonest and disrespectful. And the fact that you still don't see that is exactly why I'm leaving. He walked out, leaving me alone in my kitchen with half-prepared dinner and a sinking feeling in my stomach. The next 2 weeks were hell. I texted him constantly, begging him to talk to me. I still miss you. I wrote, please don't let this ruin everything we had. I thought we were so good together. He finally responded, we were good, but I can't get past this. I can't trust you. I tried everything. I reminded him of all the good times, how well we got along, how great our relationship was after that first month. I even brought up my childhood trauma, how my dad left when I was young, and I had trust issues. That usually worked to get people to back off. Derek didn't bite. I'm sorry about your dad, he wrote, but that doesn't excuse your behavior, and it doesn't make me trust you more. I was furious. How dare he judge me? He had no idea what it was like to be a woman in today's dating world. You have to protect yourself. Keep your options open until you know someone is worth investing in. My friends were split on the situation. Some said I overreacted by telling him it all. Others said he was right to be upset. One friend told me I dodged a bullet. He was obviously too rigid and judgmental. I knew in the long term I'd be better off without someone so inflexible. But I missed him. I missed how he made me feel safe, how he listened to me, how he took care of me. I missed the sex god. The sex was amazing. He was the only guy who ever made me finish every single time. A month after he left, I found out he was already seeing someone new, some girl from his gym. I saw them together when I was accidentally driving past his place. She was plain, boring looking, probably the type who'd never even think of seeing other people while dating someone. I called him, screaming. Already moved on. Huh. That was fast. We're not together. Madison, he said calmly. We're just getting to know each other. Like we were, I shot back. Or are you going to demand exclusivity from her on the first date? I'm not doing this with you. He said, I need you to stop calling me. Stop driving by my place? It's over. Fine. I hung up, then immediately texted him. I'm pregnant. I wasn't, but I knew it would get his attention. He called back immediately. Are you serious? He asked, his voice tight. No, I said, but I got your attention. Didn't I? That's not funny. Madison, he said. That's sick. What's sick is how quickly you replaced me, I yelled. I didn't replace you. We broke up. I'm allowed to move on. Not this fast. I screamed. Not if what we had was real. It was real, he said quietly. That's why it hurt so much when I found out the truth. I hung up again, crying. How could he do this to me? How could he just throw away everything we had over something so small? Things got worse after that. I started showing up at his work, at his gym, at his favorite coffee shop. I needed him to see me, to remember what we had, to take me back. He got a restraining order. A piece of paper arrived in the mail saying I had to stay away from him. His work, his home. I couldn't believe it. How could he do this to me? I called him, begging, please, don't do this. I love you. I'll do anything. It's too late. Madison, he said, you need help. Serious help. I don't need help. I screamed. I need you. But he hung up. And that was the last time I heard his voice. My life fell apart after that. I couldn't focus at work. Started missing sales quotas. My boss put me on probation. My friends stopped inviting me out. Said I was too intense lately. Even my cat seemed to avoid me. 6 months after Derek left, I got fired, lost my apartment, had to move back in with my mom. It was humiliating. I saw Derek around town sometimes. He looked good, really good. New car, new clothes, always smiling. And he was still with that girl from the gym. They looked serious, disgustingly happy. One day, I ran into his sister at the grocery store. She tried to walk past me, but I blocked her cart. Tell me the truth, I demanded. Is he serious about her? She looked uncomfortable. Madison, please. Is he? Because if he is, I need to know. It affects our future. She sighed. Yes, he's serious about her. Her name is Jessica. They moved in together last month. Moved in together? That was supposed to be me. We were supposed to be living together, starting our future. Does he talk about me? I asked. She hesitated. Sometimes. He says he hopes you get help. Help? I don't need help. I need him to stop being so judgmental and forgive me. Madison, she said softly, you showed up at his work. You lied about being pregnant. You drove past his house every day for a month. That's not normal behavior. I loved him, I yelled. People do crazy things when they're in love, or when they're obsessed, she said quietly, before pushing her cart around me and walking away. That night, I drank too much and sent Derek a long, angry text, called Jessica names I didn't even mean, accused him of cheating on me with her before we broke up. The usual. The next morning, I woke up to a call from a police officer. They were charging me with harassment and violating the restraining order. I had to go to court, pay a fine, and take anger management classes. My life was a wreck. No job, no boyfriend, no friends, no money. I was completely alone. Worst of all, I saw on social media that Derek and Jessica got engaged. He posted a picture of the ring, captioned, "Found my forever person." I wanted to throw up. I sent him one last text. I hope you're happy with your boring, basic girlfriend. I hope you have a boring, basic life together. He didn't respond. Of course not. He was too good for me now. It's been a year since all that happened. I'm still living with my mom, working some dead-end job, trying to get my life back on track. I go to therapy because the court made me, not because I think I need it. Sometimes I think about how different things could have been if Derek hadn't been so rigid, so judgmental, if he had just understood that I was protecting myself, that I was scared of getting hurt too fast, if he had forgiven me instead of throwing away everything we had. But it's too late now. He made his choice, and I'm stuck here, alone, while he gets his happy ending with his perfect, boring girlfriend. It's not fair. None of this is my fault. He's the one who couldn't handle a modern dating situation. He's the one who gave up on us. I was just trying to protect myself, to keep my options open until I knew he was worth investing in. Well, he lost me. And one day, he'll realize what a mistake that was. He'll come crawling back, and I'll be the one to say no. Maybe